This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Previously on Television Tuners.
Wow. There's a rocket going right to the moon, and it's gonna blow it up.
My stomach hurts.
I'm afraid you are a year late to this taco festival.
Oh.
Huh? A soup fork? But how?
Oh, my tummy. I feel great.
It's time for the chocolate fountain to be prepared.
And now, TV Tuners continues.
Hi there, folks, and welcome to TV Tuners, a television podcast for the true fanatics. It's a weekly dive in the latest in TV news and reviews. I'm your host, Swanson, and with me, as always, is my co-host and owner of a huge news corporation, Stairmaster.
Good day, Mike.
Oh, hey
I'm
there,
Rupert
Stair.
Murdoch.
Oh, you're not Stairmaster?
I'm doing a character this week.
Oh, the whole time?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure this will be good.
How delightful.
And with us, as always, is our other co-host and guy just trying to not get berated by his boss, Keo.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, Keo, you sound a little different today. I mean,
Why
I know.
is your face blurred out?
Yeah, I noticed you couldn't. I know you told me you couldn't make it in today, and we were going to record remotely, and I don't know, just your audio sounds weird.
Yeah, I've got to protect my identity.
Oh.
Oh. From who?
You know, there are some mysterious, shady figures who are going to be after me for a while, so I've got to lay low a bit. So, you know, just got to put the voice changer on, become a dark silhouette for a while.
Are you
It'll be
talking about
fine.
Mr. Pod?
No, Mr. Pod's an ally.
Oh. He is.
Oh, is Mr. Pod the guy who hooked you up with this equipment?
And Mr. Pod helped provide it, and he's been supportive the whole way through. He's going to make sure I'm safe.
Is it Mr. B Head?
Nope. I don't think you should really pry about this because these are some dangerous figures. You don't want to get caught up in this.
Oh, dear.
You're right. We definitely don't want to try and figure out where you are or what's going on.
Yeah, or any information regarding the situation,
Yeah.
scenario
Yeah,
that's been presented to us.
My current location should be considered private, and details are not going to be provided.
Okay.
All right. Well, as your friends and closest allies, of course, we will.
And co-workers.
Yeah, we will, of course, not pry any further, and leave you to your own business.
Are you at the beach?
Yeah. Please don't ask for any kinds of hints or details about my location because, you know, it's going to endanger me. I'm gonna,
Okay.
Okay, so there is no water nearby.
I can't say if there's water nearby or not because whoever's...
The sand is not on your toes?
The people after me are listening to this right now, and they're
Oh,
going
God.
They're going to take the hints you say, and they're going to hunt me down.
Hold on, am I the guy after you?
I think you would know.
You know...
Yeah.
Swanson, please tell Stairmaster to stop prying.
Stair.
Because, you know, I'm not sure if you guys are the suspects or not.
Stair, stop prying. Keo can't tell if we're good guys or bad guys, even though we're clearly the good guys.
Okay, alright. Moving on. How's the weather with you guys?
Bad.
I feel like you're asking for more hints.
No, I'm just making small talk.
He's just
buddy.
asking about the weather, man. Don't be so paranoid. Just because you might be murdered doesn't mean you have to be all paranoid about it.
Or worse.
Yeah, well, the weather here is between 30 and 130 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh. Well, that's pretty vague.
Okay, so he's probably not in the Arctic Circle or
Yeah.
the Antarctic Circle.
Okay, well, why you Stare, can I talk to you for a sec?
Yeah?
Let's do this away from the mic a little bit. Hey, man, we can't, say that kind of stuff right on the mic when Keo can hear us.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna...
Hey, what's going on?
we were just having, Stairmaster farted and it smells really bad.
Oh! My tummy got upset.
Is that why you need to have a private discussion?
Yes.
I needed to berate him, and I didn't want to do it in front of you, because I know you don't like it when I yell.
Yeah, it's scary.
Anyway, that's all settled now. Isn't that right, Stare?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, well, I guess we can kind of carry on, right?
Yes.
I'm still totally ready for the podcast. This whole voice changer thing's not going to get in the way at all.
Nope.
It'll be fine, right?
Yeah, it should, we'll make it work.
We're not going to get angry letters or anything.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the first time we got a letter in a while, so... Anyway, what you guys watch this week? Anything interesting?
Well, I watched Operation Condor, a.k.a. Armor of God 2, starring Jackie Chan.
What happened to Armor of God 1?
I never saw it. It wasn't on the streaming site I used.
But was he in that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was. Yes, he reprises his role as Asian Hawk.
Oh, nice.
A legendary treasure hunter.
Is there, another Hawk who is, another nationality?
No.
Oh.
Don't worry, there's plenty of racist caricatures in this movie.
Oh, okay,
that's what
good.
you're worried about.
Yeah, that's usually my worry when I go to see a movie.
Like offensive Moroccan shopkeep who keeps trying to sell people stuff like condoms and machine guns.
Is there a man called Jungle Terror?
I wish. We almost got that, with the opening scene when he's, in this cave. And
Okay.
there's, these...
Yeah, sorry, continue.
people literally painted in white dust guarding a statue with gems in it.
So he's selling condoms and machine guns? Because those two things don't go together.
Oh, no. He's selling one scene, he's selling the condom because the lady's got a towel on and Jackie Chan's sitting in the chair behind her. But that's because they're being held up at gunpoint by mercenaries. But he doesn't know that, you see, because the guy with the gun is behind the door.
Hmm.
And then the next scene, they're chasing after the mercenaries because they're trying to get the key to the Nazi gold. So he gives them the machine gun to shoot him for like $50 American.
What a perfectly normal plot.
And the lady freaks out and shoots up the entire hotel and ruins everything. It's sort of like that minigun scene in Dread, but funnier.
What a good time.
Yeah, I can't confirm or deny watching anything because my access to media cannot be stated.
Well, can you confirm or deny that you did watch what we watched for the main event this week?
Let's just say I have access to the information about what happened throughout this program.
Keelat's been handed a dossier.
Okay, well, I guess that's good enough.
Someone just keeps kind of handing me papers.
This week I'm giving a shout out to, I continued my rewatch of BoJack Horseman.
Is he still sad?
Turns out, yes.
Oh.
I finished season 3, which was one that I remembered being a really good season of TV.
And?
It remains a very good season of TV. I don't know. It's all the other characters in the show have very positive-ish arcs, and then BoJack himself has a very downward spiral in that season. So,
that's sad.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's that
Poor guy.
that season of the show is the most accurate portrayal of a depressive spiral I've ever seen on TV. So,
So-and-so would know.
yeah, I mean, not to the extent that he goes through, but sure.
Hashtag relatable. Hashtag mood.
It's a real TV tunage experience.
How would you feel if someone posted the entire, like they were watching BoJack Horseman and just said mood? Would you,
I'm sure someone has done that.
Well, if it was someone close to you, would you, be like, are you okay?
I would leave them to their fate.
Wow, harsh.
Only God can help them now.
And God is a horse.
I hope
Man,
not.
you're a good friend.
Anyway, that's it for
What would you do if you went to heaven and all you saw was a horse on a cloud?
I mean,
I'd ride that horse.
Yeah. What else am I gonna do? I'm in heaven. It's not like I can make other choices. Please send me to hell. Do you think if you're in heaven and you beg to go to hell, they just send you there?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't work the other way around.
Yeah, if you're too whiny, they just say, alright, you're going.
Also, if you fall over one of the handrails, like you're fighting some dudes and you get a roundhouse kicked over the handrails and fall off, you land directly in hell and you're stuck forever.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen in like a Looney Tunes before. Anyway, that's it for that. That's it for that. So let's get into the news, huh?
No.
No.
What if we?
I'm really excited for news because in my seclusion, I haven't had access to very much news access.
Well,
okay.
Let's change that, Kyoran. How do you feel about the TV show Friends?
Not a fan.
Do you have any friends in your seclusion?
I really can't confirm that.
But you can't deny it.
Can't deny it either.
Interesting. Well, Friends is officially leaving Netflix next year.
I'm kind of wondering if you two are my friends or not.
Well, Kyoran, what if I told you I'll be there for you?
In what kind of way?
Well, I would be there for you if the rain started to pour. And that's all the lyrics I remember to that song.
What if I said I would get breakfast with you the morning before we both go to work?
Ooh. You know, that sounds like a friend, but I still don't trust you.
Oh.
So what's going on with this show, Swanson?
Well, as you might have remembered, we talked about it, I think, sometime at the end of last year. Netflix paid a ungodly amount of money to keep Friends around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now they're losing it.
Yeah, that's right.
Sort of like the government spending on keeping you secluded.
Well, it's probably a little less money. Like, they're not spending a whole bunch of money to keep you secluded, right, Kyoran?
I mean, I really can't talk about the budget there, because then you're going to probably be able to extrapolate information about my security detail.
Hold on. Are you with David Schwimmer? Because then it would cost as much, I think.
Do you think I can answer that question, sir?
All right, well, what if we ask, are you with Ross from Friends?
No, I'm not with Ross from Friends.
Oh,
But that's a fictional character. You can't be with him.
Okay, well, yeah, Netflix wasted a ton of money, essentially, because Friends is going to end up leaving at the start of next year anyway.
Yeah.
Who knows how many untold millions of people subscribe to Netflix because of the Friends?
Well, I guess soon we'll find out, because Friends will be moving to Warner Media's new service, which we've talked about before. It now has an official name, which is HBO Max.
That sounds like a prison.
Like a prison for characters from HBO shows.
For your crimes of double rape, you are being sentenced to life without parole at HBO Max.
Like characters from HBO shows go to HBO Max after their shows end?
No, they would go to Oz, stupid.
Well, that show's over too.
Oh man.
Yeah, all the characters from Oz went to HBO Max for some reason.
What if they put the entire prison inside HBO Max?
That's what they just renamed it HBO Max.
Wait. Double prison?
Yes!
Yeah, it's like a double rainbow, but worse.
You break out of prison and find out that you're in a much bigger prison?
Yes!
How come they never did that in Prison Break? Oh,
Are
man.
you sure they didn't do like a season finale where they realize society is an even larger prison?
Oh.
That'll be a deep cut.
They gotta have done that at some point.
Anyway, HBO Max, not to be confused with the drink Pepsi Max.
Well,
I was almost confused.
Yeah.
And other Max things. Is coming your way. And what it is essentially just HBO with a bunch of Warner Brothers programming.
Like Space Jam.
Yeah, actually. That is actually one of the things advertised in the trailer that they released.
I can't wait to have like 10 different streaming subscription so I can watch everything.
Yeah, and it'll cost you more than you did paying for cable.
$300 a month is a small price to pay for true freedom, guys.
This is a big win for the consumers, I think.
So yeah, in addition to all 236 episodes of Friends, you also get every season of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh boy.
And including all of the shows on HBO's streaming service, and all of the Warner Brothers produced CW shows like Batwoman and Riverdale and Green Arrow.
And Titans, right?
Well, yeah, that'll be
Universe.
the DC Universe stuff is being folded into this, so you can finally watch the rest of that season of Swamp Thing. In addition to Adult Swim and Cartoon Network stuff.
Wow, that sounds like a great deal.
What a great deal! No other details in terms of price, but there is.
I can't wait.
Because this is a streaming.
$60 a month.
No details on price, but because this is a streaming service in 2019 or 2020, there is going to be original content.
That's my favorite type.
Anyway, as for now, we can all just look forward to an endless deluge of streaming services that never give us the true freedom we all search for.
I'm just gonna torrent everything.
Anyway, let's move on to something a little more
Light.
Something that we can really spend our money on.
What?
I'm talking, of course, about auctions. It's auction time. You ready to auction off some stuff?
Ding, ding, ding.
Because Netflix is...
I am ready. Oh boy, what's this auction?
All right. Netflix is auctioning off things from their deleted Marvel shows, such as Daredevil, Luke Cage, and, of course, Iron Fist.
What about Punisher?
They're also getting rid of stuff from Punisher. But I think it's stuff from Punisher's run on Daredevil. I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, you can buy stuff like Punisher's actual mailbox. I don't remember this showing up in the show at all, but you can get it for $300 as the starting bid.
Did he use it to kill someone?
I feel like I would have remembered if he used a mailbox to murder someone.
I mean, why else would it be in the show?
It was probably just a prop in a background. Like, it was the
What
mailbox
if he
to his
got
house.
mail?
What do you mean, like there's a scene of Punisher getting mail? Don't
No,
be
like
preposterous.
his house has a mailbox in it.
And it showed it during an establishing shot,
Yeah.
Stairmaster.
You can also splurge on that big tank of blood that all those ninjas wanted in season 2.
Wait, they...
What a mess that was.
Oh, I remember was them wanting Elektra and digging holes. What was the blood about?
The blood's the big thing they put her in at the end of the episode, at the end of the season. Like the big tomb that they put her in that revives her, but you need a big tank of blood. Anyway, that's $250, so it costs less than Punisher's mailbox.
Wait, so it's a blood included?
I don't think, because I feel like that'd be more.
Real human blood.
Oh, man. Can I get Punisher's weapons?
No, but you can get Daredevil's.
Oh, but I want to get a loaded shotgun.
You mean
To
like
use.
his little stick?
Well, Stare, you can get that anywhere else for less than probably what any of these props cost.
Yeah, you're right.
Instead, you can buy any of his badass billy clubs
Wow!
for $1,500 a pop.
Oh.
Starting bid.
That's right. And of course, Daredevil's costumes are all for sale, but those are $25,000. So
What about Kingpin?
Yeah, but can we buy Luke Cage's torn up sweatshirt?
yes, actually, they're also selling
Wow.
Pop's swear jar from the Luke Cage show. So
Oh, no!
if you want that,
That's wrong. That's shaked up.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, Pops wouldn't want that.
yeah, Pops would not want that at all. He'd be mad.
Gotta show Pop some respect.
Can we get Luke Cage bathwater?
No, I don't think there's a scene in the show of him taking a bath, and I certainly don't
If they-
think they took a
If
collection
they
of
had
his
that
water.
scene, if they had that scene, they would have collected it and sold it, but that just didn't happen.
What a shame.
Yeah. Anyway, noticeably absent is interesting things from the Iron Fist television show because they don't exist.
Wait, Luke Cage did take a bath. He took like an acid bath.
Oh yeah, do you want his acid bath water?
Should I buy Dangerous Acid from Netflix? Hell yeah!
Anyway, it remains to be seen whether or not they're actually going to sell Iron Fist's personality. But I guess you can't really sell something that doesn't exist.
Ooh, sick burn.
Question. Are they going to auction off that really deep hole they dug for Daredevil Season 2?
I don't think you can auction off a hole.
How do you sell a hole, Stair? Go ahead and explain.
It's property.
Stair, explain
It's
how
real
you
estate.
sell the... Alright, how do you carry a hole?
You don't.
So
you just
wait.
own the land that it's on, and you can visit it.
In Stairmaster's mind, if I'm following this correctly, what happened was, instead of Netflix dug a giant hole in the ground.
Yeah, to the center of the earth.
And then they kept it. They didn't just fill it back in.
What? Why would they fill back in?
Because they already filmed it.
Yeah, but what if they need another hole?
Then they just make it again.
I feel like you're...
How many holes could your story possibly need?
I mean, a different story.
Yeah, what if in Stranger Things they need a hole?
Oh, they would definitely need a hole at some point in Stranger Things.
Especially if they're going to Russia.
Yeah. How else are those plot lines supposed to intersect? They gotta travel through the Hollow Earth.
That would actually be really cool if they revealed the Earth was hollow in Stranger Things.
There's just like a guy living inside of it.
They're like an old guy in an Indiana Jones outfit.
Yeah. He says, I am Hopper.
Oh no!
Welcome to the Hollow Earth interior.
And they gotta fight the earthworms.
Anyway, this entire auction is running in conjunction with the upcoming Comic-Con, so you can have fun with doing that, I guess.
I've got plenty of money to spare on that.
Oh, are you making a lot of money being in hiding, Keo? Did someone pay you well to talk?
The source of my income does not need to be revealed to you. So, quick question. Why do you care about my location?
Oh, I was just curious.
We're just, yeah.
Are you involved in the conspiracy?
No.
Kia, you're being weird and paranoid again. We're just trying to have fun, recording a podcast, talking with our bud.
Yeah, you're kind of harshing the mood.
Okay. Well, I guess I should loosen up a little bit. Yeah, they're paying me pretty well. I gave a lot of good information.
Oh, yeah? You buried a lot of people in the dirt, metaphorically speaking? And only metaphorically speaking.
You know, Swanson, that seems like a little bit of prying. I opened up to you and you started asking more questions. And,
What do you mean? I'm just saying, you know? It sounds like you had a good time.
That's just human nature. I think you're gaslighting us.
Yeah.
By making us feel bad for asking questions.
You had a good time ratting people out. That sounds fun.
I feel like I'm being judged a little bit. Feels like a little hostility.
I feel like that's whatever you want to perceive
I
onto
think
the
you're
situation
just projecting
here.
onto us
Yeah.
your own hostility towards us.
I'm not hostile at all. I want to record a podcast with my two buds, but you know, you guys have just been kind of sketchy this whole time.
Sketchy? You're the one who has a voice modulator on.
Yeah, why don't you turn it off, coward?
I mean,
why don't you turn it off, cowardly friend?
look,
Coward, the
I'm
friendly
supposed
dog.
to be very secretive about this. Like even if I turn off this modulator, you're gonna hear the acoustics of the room I'm in. That's gonna give you a hint.
Oh. Yeah, good point. Might as well keep it on then, and we'll just, keep shooting the breeze, having a fun, easygoing podcast.
Yeah, real casual, fun hangout here. You know, everything's cool. It's all good.
Yeah, shooting the breeze because there's a lot of
Shooting
breeze,
some horse.
a lot of breeze where you're coming from, right?
Shooting some lame horses that aren't good for anything anymore.
Currently we've got winds of wait a second.
Huh?
I didn't say anything, so just, you know,
Yeah, wins.
we have more news to talk about?
You know what? Hey, Keo, could you say next up, your local on the 8s?
Next up, your local on the
He
8.
sounds just like a vaporwave audio sample.
Keo, are you doing vaporwave on the side?
Is that what this is all about?
Okay, listen. Can I trust you guys?
Yeah.
Well, as much as anyone can trust anybody.
This conspiracy goes deep, guys.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Like,
It does include the vaporwave mark.
it goes all the way down to the Hollow Earth.
you mean including vector graphics?
Vector graphics is a party
And
name of
VHS?
conspiracy. There's this guy who makes VHS filters who's involved.
Whoa.
It's insane.
Is Macintosh involved?
Macintosh Plus, you mean?
Of course.
Watson, you don't even have to ask. Yes,
Wow,
Macintosh Plus.
everyone's
Oh.
here.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad I can trust my two friends.
You sure can, buddy. We would never lie to you or hurt you.
No, I need to go take a break. I gotta go make a phone call. You just recorded the podcast.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay.
Stairmaster does that all the time.
do you have some kind of family concern?
Hello? Is this
Yeah,
Tom Cruise?
he's calling his mom.
We found him. We found Keo, and he's the one behind it all. Yeah, we'll take him out when we get the chance. Thank you. Okay, I'm back.
I sure hope Stairmaster said Com Cruise and not Tom Cruise.
Hey, Stair, what was that call about?
Nothing.
Okay.
I was just talking to my mom.
Com
So,
Truise.
do we have news?
Yes, my mom,
We
Tom
have more
Cruise,
news?
popular vaporwave artist, who wanted me to get takeout.
Yeah, his mom sure does love takeout when making the popular vaporwave.
Wow.
Anyway,
So was yeah, more news?
no, that's it for the news. It's time for a new segment. It's Stairmaster's drink review. Hit the theme, Keo Rain. Oh no!
Oh God, no, no more.
Whoops, that was a mistake. All right, well, Stairmaster.
Well, today we'll be talking about soda fountains and the differences between the big three. I've noticed that the Coca-Cola at Burger King tastes a lot more bland.
Well, hold on. What's the big three?
McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's.
Oh, the Holy Trinity.
Yes, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Wendy's really is the Holy Spirit of fast food,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah. And Burger King
Burger
is
Trio.
and Burger King is the Son.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, Swanson, can you describe the Holy Spirit to me? Because I don't understand.
It's like that thing that... it's like that thing that, like, visits people and makes them do
What?
weird stuff.
You mean, aren't those angels?
No. The angels don't make them do weird stuff. That's the Holy
So
Spirit.
wait, is the Holy Spirit like God's stand,
Uh,
or his persona?
I guess it's more like Jesus' stand.
Jesus' stand,
What?
stairway to heaven.
So it is God, though. The Holy Spirit is God.
Yeah, of course, it's part of the Holy Trinity.
It's a really
Okay,
buff
it makes
dude who
sense to
hovers
me.
behind God and punches things for him.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
the,
are we talking about?
the Holy Spirit is really the guy who does all the work, and God just sort of sits back.
You said Burger King has
Ah.
bad soda machines.
Yeah, the Coca-Cola tastes like it's diet even when you get it regular.
Oh, no.
I feel like they put more high fructose syrup in the Coca-Cola at McDonald's in addition to their Sprite. I think Wendy's is like the most normal Coca-Cola of the big three, and I don't know why, because it seems like they're using the same soda fountains.
Hey, guys, ever since I mentioned the conspiracy, the network here's been getting a lot of ping. You know what that's about?
No.
Okay, carry on.
Also, I have never drink anything other than Coca-Cola at any of these big three, so maybe this whole segment was a mistake. Bye!
All right. What a great time. Thanks, Stare.
No problem.
Anyway, it's time for another segment near and dear to everyone's hearts. It's Trailer Blazers. Hit the theme, Stare. Some nice vaporwave jams there from our Fuddy Stairmaster. Anyway, this week on Trailer Blazers, we watched the latest and greatest in film. That's right. This week we watched a film trailer based off of a television property. It's the film trailer for Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Yeah, that's about right. This doesn't look like a thing. This doesn't look good.
Fellas, we don't even get to see any gold in the trailer.
The only gold we get to see is the guy who plays Kiki Camarena slumming it in this movie.
Oh, no.
The only gold in this trailer is comedy gold.
Yeah, like the last 20 seconds or so where they just fart continuously.
Oh.
That's the best kind of humor there is, Swanson.
Is there anything better than a fart joke? Especially one that's lazily written?
Nope.
People getting hit in the balls.
Oh. It's true, it's classic entertainment. America's Funniest Home Videos made like 20 seasons out of that.
How many nut shots do you think will be in this film?
At least 5. All from Diego Luna's character.
Wait, she's gonna be kicking people, or she's gonna get kneed and kicked in the crotch?
Oh, well, I don't think Dora's gonna get kicked in the crotch at all. It's usually a guy who gets kicked in the crotch.
There's not gonna be like a brutal fight like the end of Game of Thrones season 4 between Brienne and the Hound.
I do not think that the Dora the Explorer is going to feature a brutal fight with crotch play involved, so no.
I don't see why not. I think we're ready for this. 2019.
I want to see Dora throw someone off a cliff, and then that person kind of just lays there and begs to be killed.
Better movie.
Yeah. Instead, what we get is Dora the Explorer is like in high school now because that's how you appeal to the teenage demographic.
I like how the movie's like she's in high school and then she leaves high school.
Yeah.
You see Kyo-Ray, and she's used to dealing with the jungle, but then she went to the real jungle.
The concrete jungle.
High school.
And then she left that and then went back to the regular jungle.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like an origin story mixed with a fish out of water, mixed with a re-origin story. It's like if you watched Tarzan and then Tarzan went and lived with civilization before going back to the jungle. All in one movie.
I'm just thinking about that Dragon Ball movie now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where Goku's a high school student.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
What is up with movies and butchering their source material?
I feel like someone watched. I feel like someone watched Dora with their kid once and was like, "All right, now what if we made something completely different?"
What if we use this intellectual property to push a movie that's basically nothing like the original?
Let's talk about how the Thomas the Tank Engine movie respected the sanctity of the source material.
That's not.
And bombed horribly.
So you think this one will do better?
Yes, it'll make $1 million.
Probably not. This trailer looks worse than the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer that we watched.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think...
At least that has meme potential, right?
Yeah, this is just, depressing.
Yeah. Nobody has, gross teeth or anything.
Yeah. No, and the most staggering part of this to me is that they hired Danny Trejo to just do the voice for Boots. A character that doesn't seem like it's going to talk in this movie.
You're just going to be cheap, cheap.
The monkey's called Boots, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I thought it was called Swiper.
No, Swiper's the fox, dummy.
So, the whole idea is that the monkey wears boots, right?
Yeah, usually.
Why didn't he wear gloves?
Because he's not called Gloves. He's called Boots.
You know what this movie needs? It's Glover.
The character from the N64 game?
Well, this is a Paramount movie, so they could tie this into the Sonic universe. If they so chose.
Oh, classic Sonic character, Glover.
Is that how the contract works?
Yes.
Yeah, any contract with a movie studio is you can use any other existing property.
Don't you
free of charge.
Don't you want to see Sonic fight Dora?
I mean,
it
wouldn't be a fight. He would just like kill her in a few seconds.
Yeah, we would just be watching Sonic tear through a teenager. And I'm sure that's a search result that you can find somewhere else.
Yeah, well, let's stop talking about Swanson's DeviantArt search history.
No,
Hey!
That's the one where Sonic's a toilet.
Oh!
I warn you, do not search that.
It does exist.
Thank you, Keo. You're braver than any troop.
Oh, man, yeah.
Like, it's like a grenade flew out and I jumped on top of it.
Yes.
Well, hold on.
It's like those images of the kid in bed and the knives are flying at him.
I realize
they're taking it.
I realize that I'm sort of pulling the pin of the grenade that Kyoran's on by bringing this up again. But what's worse, the trailer for this movie or Sonic as a toilet?
Sonic as a toilet, I think.
Sonic as a toilet, Watson.
I'm going to forget this by the next week.
It's true. That's eternal. Once you see it, it never leaves.
Listen, audience out there, it's not only Sonic as a toilet, but also there's someone standing next to it.
What?
Like, they're not doing anything yet, but the implication...
The threat is there. It lingers.
Sonic is in danger.
Also, it's very clear via the art style. Like, nothing... that Sonic is not a well-maintained toilet.
Oh, no! Why are we still on this?
Anyway, yeah, this trailer's no good.
Hold on, was Shadow in this picture? I can't remember.
I don't think.
Okay, thank God.
I mean, I'm not looking it up to find out.
Shadow still appear, folks.
It was like an overweight furry man.
Oh, no!
Anyway, yeah, no good. This trailer's no good, and neither was that thing we just discussed. The end.
Bye-bye. See you next week.
Rest in peace.
Oh, guys, I got news.
Huh?
Don Cheadle has been announced to be starring in Warner Brothers' Space Jam 2.
Oh, is he...
What?
Noted basketball player
Don Cheadle? Do you think they were like, well, we can't get that many NBA guys this time around, so Don Cheadle, it's on to you.
It's Don Cheadle or Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, retired basketball player Kobe Bryant or Don Cheadle, current actor.
I mean, Michael Jordan was retired when he was in Space Jam, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he also didn't have sexual assault allegations.
I know.
Anyway, do you think Bill Murray will reprise his famous role?
As Guy?
As Guy.
Called Bill Murray.
As Guy who is just Bill Murray.
Probably. He's got nothing better to do. Are they going to get Wayne Knight, though? That's a real question.
I mean, he's got nothing better to do. More than Bill Murray.
Do you think there'll be like this one scene where the main character looks at a portrait and it's Michael Jordan? And he sighs wistfully?
Yeah, that one character is LeBron James.
Boy, I wish I wasn't better than him statistically in every way. Really ruined the game.
Uh-oh.
Dang, I wish I didn't...
Security camera footage is cut.
What?
Wonder what's happening out there.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, that's probably nothing, buddy. We should keep recording the podcast.
Okay.
Hold on,
Probably
is
just
LeBron
like an
James
outage.
like a better athlete than Michael Jordan?
I mean, it's debatable. He hasn't won as many championships as Michael Jordan.
Oh.
And he also started earlier than Michael Jordan did.
Trash player.
Anyway, I don't know enough about basketball to actually have that conversation, so...
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's time to move on to our main event of the evening. We watch Roger Ailes being a gross boy, and so you didn't have to.
And now we're going to turn our volume up by about 2 decibels.
That's right, because we're going to be the loudest voice.
That was loud, Swanson.
So, boys,
Very loud.
Any general thoughts before we get into the recap?
This Russell Crowe's okay in this, I guess. He's doing what he's trying to do in this, you know. He's pulling the Christian Bale of hiding behind a bunch of makeup.
I feel like they're falling into the problem. You know that famous quote about how all war movies, even if they're anti-war, they end up glorifying war?
Yeah.
I think that's what the situation here with this is.
You think they're glorifying Roger Ailes?
Yeah.
I don't get that impression from this.
Yeah, but there's cool music playing when he's making business deals and whatnot, even if he is a fat, balding rapist.
I don't know if I would define anything on this soundtrack as cool. It's all like very weird and creeping music.
Well, I mean, this.
I think I got the very distinct idea that this guy's disgusting from this show.
Yeah, I think if anything else, this show definitely gives the impression that this is a disgusting lard ball of a human.
Well, I did also have a note that Roger Ailes is sort of like Dyatlov.
And that you want to see him get put away forever, or...
Yeah, I want to see his skin melt off.
Anyway, it should be noted, we don't normally talk about production stuff in this, but I found some stuff that I think is very fun. Well, interesting.
Time for Swanson's Fact Corner!
There are 2 bits of information that I thought were interesting in the development of this show. So this show was developed almost immediately after Roger Ailes got kicked out of Fox News.
Good.
It was originally called Secure and Hold: The Last Days of Roger Ailes, and it was made, and it had that title before his death.
And then he failed to secure his own life.
Yeah, and so they felt like maybe we shouldn't call it The Last Days of Roger Ailes. Sounds like a Lifetime channel movie.
I would watch the Roger Ailes Lifetime movie, though.
What they should have done is just had a show called Watch Roger Ailes Die, and it's just him in his deathbed.
Oh yeah, it's like one of those Watch What Happens live shows, but it's just watching Roger Ailes die.
Which plays Roger Ailes' heart. Uh-oh, it's backed up.
Press F to kill.
That is not how it works.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, you know, half the chat tries to, make his heart beat. The other half tries to sabotage it.
Yeah.
Don't beat.
Anyway, of course, the project continued after Ailes' death.
The struggle continues.
Originally, Megyn Kelly was set to be a prominent character in the show, but the producers decided to cut that out because it turns out she didn't have a whole lot to do with his actual investigation into his actions in Fox News, so she would be a unnecessary addition.
Filler. She would be like the fake Planet Namek of this show.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, that's some interesting stuff to add in there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
We're all enriched.
Yeah. So we already open up on this show with him dead, which is nice. It's a good opener. But then
dying.
But then we get like a "you might be wondering how I got here," where he's.
We aren't. We can figure out why the fat man's lying on the floor with all of his heart pills spilled on them.
That's a strange way to open this show
I was
about a man
expecting Teenage
who.
Wasteland to start playing.
Well,
very strange way to open a show about a man who's gonna open a news company by showing it dead.
Yeah, the only thing that could have been better
is the price of lies?
The only thing that could have been better is if it had opened on, like, if the, like, record scratch had happened, and he would be like, well, before any of that happened, I was a young hip 55-year-old.
It's like the opening scene of Samurai Champloo where they, like, fast forward through all of history.
Yeah, but it's just...
Did they only do that to make sure that we knew he was gonna die so we weren't super upset about the show?
Yeah.
Probably. And then he says,
Just don't worry, he's gonna die. Don't worry.
then he says that people call him a lot of things. Right wing, paranoid, fat. One of these things is not like the other.
And he's like, yeah, they're all true. I'm human garbage.
He's like, yeah, it's true. The first two things are way worse than the third thing.
And then they cut to this disgusting breakfast.
Disgusting breakfast. It's like bacon and eggs.
Yeah, but it's shot disgustingly.
Oh, all right.
Keo, how would you rate this breakfast?
Too much pancake.
There we go, folks.
So yeah, they hit the nail on the head because they're playing Television Man by the Talking Heads, as if they wanted to let you know that this is a guy who's gonna do stuff in television. So
he's already doing stuff in television, though.
He's gonna do bigger things,
More stuff in television.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he says. He goes and he meets with the head of NBC and says, "I'm doing more stuff in television." And the guy's like, I don't want you to do more stuff in television. He says, but what if I did?
Come on, Jeff.
And this is the first of many instances we get in this episode that Roger Ailes is a bit two-faced.
Yeah, he
A
wiggles.
little dishonest.
He tries to wiggle his way out of this non-complete clause by having them widen it, like as a show of good faith.
And then by the moment he does, he calls his girlfriend, I guess.
Yes, and he's like, hey, guess what that fucking idiot did?
Yeah. I think the most jarring thing in this episode in terms of how it's shot are these weird cuts that they do to tell us who these people are. So anytime a prominent character shows up, they'll do a weird cut where they'll do, I don't know, how would you do... Yeah.
It looks like the Smash Bros. Trailers when they announce a new character.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but like TV themed, where like the static starts playing, and like the sort of like a Black Mirror type noise is like. Where
so
it's
it's
like,
what we would do for our podcast fighting game.
Yes. And then they give you the details of who this person is instead of just letting the dialogue do that. Uh-huh. It's especially egregious when he first starts, like, in the office at Fox News, where someone comes and introduces themselves, and it cuts to their name, and then he introduces him to his secretary, and it cuts to her name.
Do they do that on Fox News?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, this happens.
They love the freeze frame.
Yeah, they love doing the freeze frame with like a weird sort of static sound in the background.
That's how they opened Hannity and Colmes.
Yeah. It soothes their old viewership into a false sense of security.
Yeah, but this was the 90s, so they were only in their 40s.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They could still fuck, but they chose not to, and got really pissed off all the time instead.
So a lot of this feels like someone watched Vice, the Dick Cheney movie, and was like, let's make a worse version of it. I mean, you got someone in copious amounts of prosthetics, check.
Uh-huh.
Playing an irredeemable character, check. And they're sort of just telling you how it is, check. The only thing missing is, I think in Vice, Dick Cheney talks directly to the camera.
Yes. That is not present, but we still got 11 episodes to go? 6?
7.
900. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's lots of time for Roger Ailes to look in the camera. Next, the second episode in the show is 2001, so you know what they're covering on that one. So what if when it happens, he just looks at the camera and says, "Uh-oh.
Oh no!
This could be good."
Yo, hee.
So we get to see him sort of struggling to figure out what Fox News should be, and then he finally, figures out that it should be bad. And
let's make a total garbage news platform. Let's just make it the worst.
He's like, hey,
worst thing.
Hey, listen to this. What if we made absolute shit? And everyone's like, what a great idea, Roger.
And then they made millions of dollars and redefined American political discourse.
Yep. For the better, of course.
We live in a demon cracker nation.
And then Seth MacFarlane shows up here for some reason, which is already bad. Like I thought I was watching Roger Ailes be a sick human being, and then Seth MacFarlane shows up. What, Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah, because he almost got on Flight 93.
Oh yeah,
but was late to the airport.
Imagine how different animation would be.
Imagine how different our world would be.
Yeah, what would we be? What would be on next to show the new seasons of The Simpsons? What would be on?
It could have been something good.
Season 25.
Oh, what a better timeline! Is Al Gore also president?
He's general secretary. He rules with an iron fist.
Worth it.
Thousands are in concentration camps.
This doesn't sound like Al Gore.
It's a very different timeline in order for these things to happen. Okay?
Well, I mean, 25 seasons of Mission Hill is worth it. Surely that show couldn't have gone downhill after, I don't know, 3 seasons, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we get a lot of Roger Ailes trying and failing to make this network work. Rupert Murdoch has a yes man installed that bashes heads with Roger Ailes when he suggests that they make their news station tell news.
Yeah. It's all a bunch of gross old men, and a lot of them are bald.
Yeah, but one of them's Australian.
There's a woman for like 5 minutes who talks back to Roger Ailes, and then she gets forced out, basically.
Yeah, he goes real Bernie Sanders on her.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a real gamer moment like Bernie did.
I mean, Roger Ailes was the original gamer.
That's true. He who could forget that classic ad where he endorsed the Nintendo Entertainment System?
Please enjoy this world, Super Mario Brothers.
Anyways, this feels like an origin story for like the Injustice League. There's a montage of him acquiring people from his previous circles.
Yeah, he's like recruiting the awful Avengers. He's like, I need you because you're bad. You're good at getting bad people to talk. Yeah, we get scenes intercut between this of him being very handsy with ladies that he talks to, gives them pearl necklaces, and tells them how good they look.
Also, they mentioned offhand that he's being fired from CNBC for sexual harassment.
Yeah, but then he gives that speech that everyone applauds him for, so...
Yeah.
Also, he asked one of the creepiest questions. He asked the lady who he just met how she get along with her dad.
It's an important question to know, Kyo-Rain. It's a perfectly normal thing.
Would you like a new one?
What, you mean when you first meet someone for the first time ever in your life, you don't ask them how you get along with your dad in an interview process for a job?
Who is your daddy and what does he do? And then you have him turn around so he can examine their full body.
Well, that's just common interview etiquette.
And put your hands on them and sniff their hair.
Yeah, what, that hasn't happened when you guys took interviews?
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. That's why I don't apply at Wendy's anymore.
Well, they didn't ask me to spin, they asked me to touch my toes.
Oh. See, they asked me to spin, and then they said, oh yeah, that'll do.
Fellas, don't you hate it when you fill out a job application and then they ask for feed pics?
Yeah, always the worst.
Awkward.
Anyway, all of these scenes are appropriately given the right level of like disgust, I think, that the audience is supposed to take away from this. But they're also scored like a Lifetime film. Because like the score gets like very deadly serious. It's like doom, doom, doom.
There should be like a John Carpenter sinister music playing.
Oh, like the Halloween theme just kicks in?
Yes, yes!
I mean, we are literally watching an evil news empire be born, so...
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Another thing...
One human being size up another human being like a piece of meat.
Yeah.
That's not chill.
Another thing that we learn throughout this, which is, of course, information that we already knew, is that Roger Ailes, it turns out, is a terrible boss. Just constantly berating everybody and making them fear him.
Which was it? He gets results.
Barely.
So is he really bad?
I would argue yes.
So
anyway, so
That's a really hot take, Swanson. I think that any level of abuse can be warranted by results.
I mean, he created value for his stakeholders. Isn't that what matters, really?
no,
Oh, what matters?
not being a terrible person is part of it.
Okay, hold on a second.
But he made millions
Swanson.
of dollars.
Swanson, are you a capitalist or are you not?
I think if you've listened to the podcast enough, you can firmly tell I am not.
Okay, well, me and Stare here, we're what we call capitalist bros.
Oh, is that new podcast you guys were talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about all the latest trends in cryptocurrency and the real estate market. And the real estate market for buried piles of cryptocurrency.
And also we have a segment about the flat earth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that doesn't really have anything to do with capitalism.
Oh, does it?
It does?
Well, see, the flat earth is on a very big needle and is slowly tilting to one side. So that's going to have a huge effect on the market.
Why is it on a needle?
Because otherwise it would be falling through space.
Oh. That...
Yeah, a while ago they said there was a turtle, but that's... What are they even talking about, you know?
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, the turtle would just get pissed off if there was a entire world on his shell.
Well, what if it had lived like that
Yeah,
its entire life?
They could get distracted for a big leaf of lettuce out in the space and bring us into the sun or something. Yeah.
Or more importantly, what if the turtle died?
Yeah, we died.
Yeah, exactly. No good.
At the needle. So what we're doing is we're talking about how we're going to solve this needle problem. We're thinking we're going to put a bunch of bricks on one side of the earth to stop tilting that way.
Yeah, we're thinking about relocating the population of Russia.
Two?
The Cape of Africa.
I don't think that'll go over well.
That'll
That's a much smaller area.
Well, that's the point. We gotta pack them densely in there.
Who's gonna do this?
Can we tell him?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Illuminati.
Oh. Well, I guess they have the resources.
Yes, all the big names of the Illuminati: VHS, Vector Graphics, and Com Cruise.
Not Tom Cruise.
Yeah, not Tom Cruise.
Oh, okay. I just want to be clear that Tom Cruise is not in any way involved in this particular cult.
No.
Just in that other one.
He's busy at a different dark temple. Probably the Epstein one.
So yeah, we get a lot of Roger failing to try and make this. It's weird because we see him recruit these awful Avengers, and then it sort of feels like we're watching that movie, The Replacements, where it's all those non-football players trying to learn how to play football.
Yeah.
He gets all of these like people who don't know how to do news, and then he's mad that they can't figure out how to do the news.
There is that funny scene where they're like practicing with the dog show, and the guy doesn't cut away from the dog shitting.
Yeah.
And he just gets completely destroyed.
And of course,
there's another shot of him watching footage of Hannity.
Yeah, the most awful of the awful Avengers.
It reminds you of that scene of Vince McMahon falling out of his chair.
Oh yeah, where Vince McMahon. Yes.
I also like him telling Hannity that he doesn't need to worry about the truth.
And from that, an entire career was born.
Like, did he actually say stuff like that? Because that's kind of on the know.
I mean, all of this is based off of an autobiography, or not an autobiography, a biography on Roger Ailes, so something close probably. That was written by one of the producers. Yeah, he eventually has like a big 4 a.m. meeting with everybody, and essentially just yells at at everybody to get them to like.
Yeah, He makes the Australian guy run away.
Yeah. And I guess that's just it for the Australian guy.
He's dead now.
Yeah, he gets executed
Rest in peace.
upon leaving.
He's imprisoned in the 9/11 towers.
Yeah, he stays there for at least a couple years before...
5 years.
At least 6 years before it happens.
Oh, I thought he was fed to the friends.
He's quartered. And one is handed to Joey, Chandler, and Ross.
Oh no, not those
The
friends.
Fox and Friends. What? Wait, you mean Joey, Chandler, and Ross aren't the Fox and Friends either?
No, that's their old form.
Could you imagine
Even
if you
remade.
turned on Fox and Friends and it was just the cast of
MTV
Friends?
was there.
Yeah, it's just Lisa Kudrow singing some.
The cast of Friends doing like casual, friendly, right-wing propaganda.
Yes.
Why not?
Chandler's just like, could Donald Trump be any better of a president?
I feel like half of them are concerned about the MS-13 coming up the border.
I could imagine a Friends episode where they're concerned about MS-13.
Ross has definitely talked about caravans before.
I could see a Friends episode titled "The One with the Emails,"
Oh no.
where Ross
The
says,
one
where
where they-
Ross is all like, "What about the emails?"
The one where they break into Comet Ping Pong.
Yeah. Anyway, during this speech, Roger Ailes says, the title of the show, don't worry, boys, we have title. He
Finally.
does say the loudest voice.
And everyone claps.
Yeah. They're like, woo, you said the thing. You did it. Everyone's really excited because now we have a title for the TV show.
Hey, Swanson, Stairmaster.
Yes?
Alright, so there's a group of men here, and they're pointing guns at me.
Tell them
Are they
to
the
wait.
police? Yeah. Tell them to wait another 10 minutes.
They're not police, though. They're like masked.
Tell them Calm says
Yeah.
wait too late 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Who?
Calm?
Calm. Trues.
Okay. Yeah, Calm says wait 10 minutes. You're gonna what?
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, so yeah. He there's this sort of runner throughout the episode where he gets his wife a job after she gets shit canned from NBC, and then immediately tells her that he doesn't want her working there anymore. What a great time!
What a great guy.
And then we close on his big statement where the show Fox News opens up and it does well, and he's gonna do stuff. It's Roger Ailes stuff.
We're going to
Good stuff
Photoshop
for this
some
world.
British journalists to make their noses bigger.
What?
Or make their teeth yellow.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
That was a guy, they did that to a guy.
Okay.
The end.
They edited a British man to make him look uglier?
Yeah, because he was anti-Iraq war, I think.
That's amazing. Seriously?
Yeah. You didn't know this?
No, I did not know this. I had no clue. Did you have any idea about this once?
I mean, clearly not, because I had to ask Stairmaster to clarify on the random thing he said.
Alright, these guys said they're going to kill me, by the way.
Okay,
so.
but first here, I'll show you the photograph. You can put this in the show description.
I feel like somehow you guys are involved in this.
Anyways, yeah, just Google JQ Steinberg. Oh my
JQ?
god, look at this. They made his face narrower.
Man, they really went out of their way. This looks like a cartoon character. Like, I would see this character on The Simpsons.
He does have a Homer-shaped head now, after the editing.
Anyway, yeah, so... I don't know if you guys stuck around for after the credits when they showed you what was going to be on the rest of the season of this show.
No.
But Roger Ailes does have a gun.
Good.
I was actually going to ask if there's going to be a shootout. I hadn't seen that.
At the very end of what happens at this season, like they go through all the stuff where like Gretchen Carlson shows up and like starts causing trouble because that's the appropriate description of what happens. And Roger Ailes freaks out and like a bunch of other stuff happens. And then at the very end, it just shows a lone shot of him with a gun. And I'm hoping that this
father's grave.
No, it's just him. It's just him holding a gun in his office. And I'm hoping this becomes some sort of like Inglourious Bastards alt history, where he dies via shoot up. Like it becomes a falling down situation.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to contradict the beginning of the show where he
takes out
he's
the
just
police
on the
force.
ground.
Yeah, like it contradicts the beginning where he's like, "Oh, well, this could have been the end for me, but that wasn't it."
Okay, so Roger Ailes is gunning down dozens and dozens of NYPD officers. Who do we root for in this scenario?
Ooh.
Pretty sure the NY.
Yeah, I think I would have to side with the NYPD on this one.
A bold take. We'll see how this pays off.
Well, considering in this case they're responding to an active shooter, I think I have to side with them.
Fair point.
Anyway, yeah, any final thoughts on this show?
Boring.
Yeah,
I don't. It's like
It's
kind of educational, but kind of boring.
there's a lot
Nothing
of
new.
yeah, there's a lot of like watch this guy talk to another terrible person. Together they're going to team up to make a terrible thing. And like, yeah, it's nice to like shed light on that, but it's also like, do I want to watch more of this? No, not really.
Yeah, do we need to spend 8 hours of our lives on this?
The answer's no.
Tune out.
Anyway, that's a tune out for me. I'm assuming it's a tune out, Kieran.
Yeah, it's a tune-out. And speaking of shootout, I gotta go, guys.
Oh, is you're getting taken to your execution?
No, I've got a gun, and I'm gonna take these guys out. See ya.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Oh, he just cut his feed.
Oh, should we warn them?
Should we? Yeah, I guess.
Or should we plug?
Well, let's plug and then we'll warn them. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's a tune out for the Loudest Voice. If you have any comments, questions, foresights, otherwise, you can send them to us at tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email, Kioran? Oh, he's not here. Well, just pretend like he said something.
At Studiopolis Zone Act 2.
Yeah, something like that. And I would say, that's right. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can. We're on Twitter at TVTuners. And you can use the TVTuners hashtag, and we'll give a glance at what you're saying.
You can find me at Storemancer.
And you can find me at Jesse Swanson on Twitter.
Hold on, is your name Jesse?
Yeah?
Ah! I thought it was Swanson this whole time.
Well, that's part of it.
Yeah, Swanson doesn't have a first name. He's lying.
Whoa! Keo!
Ah!
Hey, buddy!
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, you just sort of made a grand entrance through the door there.
Hey, friend.
Wait, were you, like, nearby the entire time?
Yeah, I've been in, like, this same building.
What?
Wait, is that where all these bullet holes came from? From you shooting those guys?
Yeah.
Oh!
That's why I didn't want to say anything, because you guys would be able to figure out where I was pretty easily.
We just
if I
thought it
gave
was
you-
the guy
if I gave you
upstairs
any
watching,
details.
like, a noisy program on TV.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to change the channel.
No. Anyway, I won the shootout.
Yeah. Also, I'm
pretty
bleeding.
brief.
From the gut.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, well.
You did not react to that bullet hitting you at all.
Yeah, no big loss.
Oh.
Anyway.
He dead?
No, he's just in pain, dummy.
He slumped over.
Yeah, it's just the sound someone makes when they're in pain.
Oh, I'm dead. Ah!
Oh.
Okay, now is he dead?
I don't know. Poke him with a stick. Yeah, I guess he's dead. Alright, well. If you have any, I already did that. If you want to follow the podcast, give us 5 stars. It's always greatly appreciated. You can do that on any of the podcatchers of your choice. Apple, Stitcher, Google Play. You can find us in any of those and more. And
Yep. Swanson, do you seriously not care that I'm basically Rambo now?
What am I supposed to do? I'm plugging.
Supposed to say praise me or something.
Praise you? You got blood all over you. It's gross.
Keo, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Stare Ghost.
Anyway, that's it for this week's episode of the show. If you we'll be back next week with more TV goodness. Until then,
Swanson, do you not care that Stare's a yellow cloud floating off into heaven?
What am I supposed to do about that?
Bye.
I love you.
Until then, keep watching. Bye. It's over.
Death chamber, death chamber, death chamber.
I found him.
Stay up to date with the latest in Major League Baseball with the Into the Shift Baseball podcast. Are you tired of the same old way baseball writers complain about the new changes in the game? Well, this is not the show for you. The Into the Shift podcast with a modern take on what makes baseball great.
And the ball will be hit into the shift. They get an out, it's only because of that shift. And they do! And that's why you follow the numbers.
Join co-hosts Max Gross and Kyle McAravy for weekly updates every Sunday night, or find us on Twitter at Into the Shift Pod. It's the Into the Shift Baseball Podcast.